Hi guys! In today's class we are going to explore core and shoulder stability. Nothing crazy, but we are going to strengthen the deep core muscles and the shoulders. And we are going to play with the headstands. If you are new to headstands, that's completely fine. We are going to break it down and I will show you some fun transitions with the headstands. So if that sounds good, then we are just going to start seated at the back of the mat. Sit on your shins with the hands resting on top of the thighs and close the eyes. Find length through the body. Invite all parts of you to this space on the mat. Stay with the breath, the natural, peaceful breath. And just notice that maybe by observing the breath, it becomes longer, a bit deeper. Maybe it slows down. And if the breath seems to be shallow, see if you can guide it deeper to your belly. You can even place the hand on your belly, feeling the belly expanding with the inhalation. And exhale. Relax. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Inhale. And exhale. You can stay with the eyes closed here, interlace the fingers in front of you and start making some circular movements with the wrists. And then switch the direction of the circle. Lower the hands on top of the thighs once again, and this time bring some movement into the neck. So right ear to the right shoulder, then guide the head to the back. Left ear, left shoulder and chin to the chest. And if this doesn't feel right, you can just draw half circles. Right ear to the right shoulder and either chin to the chest, and then left ear to the left shoulder, or draw this big circle. To the back, left ear, left shoulder and chin to the chest. One more time into this direction. And then switch the direction of the circle. And then come back to center. Slowly start opening the eyes. Inhale, extend the arms above the head, and as you exhale, drop the hips to the left. Right fingers are reaching to the right, drop the hand to the mat as the left arm is reaching above the head. Open the left side of the body, creating a long line from the left fingers to the left hip. Inhale, come back through center, extend the arms above the head. Exhale, drop the hips to the right, left hand drops to the mat, extend the right arm above the head. Maybe gaze towards the ceiling. Inhale, come back through center. And lower the hands to the mat. Inhale, open the chest, drop the hips slightly forward. And exhale, find your child's pose. Inhale, round the back body and then drop the hips forward, pull the shoulders to the back. Exhale, arch the back, find your child's pose. And again, round the back body as you lift the hips and then press the hip bones forward, pull the shoulders to the back and then to the back, child's pose. And then once again, forward, arch the back, exhale to the back. Inhale, round the back body. And this time drop the hips slightly, but don't arch the back. Shoulders are on top of the wrists. We are in a supported plank. Scoop the abs, so close the space in between the shoulders, the ribs, the lower ribs and the hip bones, and draw the navel to the spine. And just hold here. Inhale and exhale. Find length through the crown of the head. Inhale, bend the elbows like a push-up. And then as you exhale, extend, send the hips to the back. Hands are not moving. Maybe the hips won't touch to the heels. That's okay. Feel the length in the arms, in the side body. Inhale, forward. Drop the hips halfway, bend the elbows, point them to the back. Exhale, push to the back. Child's pose. 2 more times just like that. Find your plank with the knees on the mat, bend the elbows. And then to the back. One last time, forward, bend the elbows. Keep the chest open. Exhale to the back. On your next in-breath, once again, find the supported plank. We are going to lift the feet from the mat. Inhale. Exhale, drop the feet to the right. Shift the weight on the right hand. Extend the left arm above the head. Inhale here. And exhale. One more inhalation. Exhale, thread the left arm under the right one. So hips are not moving, you're just twisting the chest. And then inhale, lift. Exhale, thread the left arm under the right one as if you wanted to touch to the shoulder blade. Keep pressing the left hip to the back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, just twist the chest. And then inhale, lift. One more time. Thread it. And then inhale, lift. Exhale, lower the left hand to the mat. Come back through center and then drop the feet to the left. Shifting the weight on the left hand, extend the right arm above the head. Just one inhalation here. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, thread the right arm under the left one. Keep pressing the right hip to the back. Inhale, lift. Work with the breath. Exhale, thread it under. And lift. Exhale, twist the chest to the mat. Don't allow the hips to move. Inhale, lift. Thread it under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower the right hand to the mat and find this supported plank. Then sit back into your child's pose. Inhale, lift the chest, arms above the head. Exhale, twist to the left. Left hand behind you, right hand on the outer left knee. Look to the back. The crown of the head is reaching up. Inhale, lift, back through center. Exhale to the right, right hand behind you, left hand resting on the right knee. Pull the right shoulder to the back. Inhale, come back through center. And then as you exhale, lower the hands to the mat, cross the ankles under the glutes. And we are making our way into a seated position on the mat with the feet in front of us. Allow the knees to drop to the left. Place the left hand behind you. Lower the left forearm to the mat. And then wave the right arm above the head. Right fingers are reaching to the back of the mat. Inhale, lift. Lift the knees, drop the knees to the right. Place the right hand behind you, lower the right forearm as you wave the left arm above the head, fingers reaching to the back of the mat. Lift. Come back through center. Open the knees. Extend the arms in front of you and make your way into a standing forward fold at the front of the mat. Hands are resting on the mat or the blocks. Lift the heels. And then we are just bending the knees as you lift the chest. So the chest is facing to the front of the mat, and then extend the legs. And again, bend, extend, bend, extend. Drop the heels, hands stay on the mat. Step back, find your plank, and then lower the knees and the pelvis to the mat. You can bend the elbows slightly or keep the arms extended. You can walk the hands more forward for more space. Actually, let's all do that. Keep the glutes engaged to protect the lower back, and then lower the forearms to the mat so the elbows are under the shoulders. Keep pressing the top of the feet to the mat to find engagement in the glutes. And then lift the elbows, the forearms, and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower, holding your sphinx. Press the elbows down, and then as if you could drag them towards your feet, tractioning the chest forward. The back of the neck is long, so make sure that you are not lifting the chin too much. Tuck the toes under. Keep the knees on the mat to lift the hips, lift the pelvis, or you can lift the knees from the mat completely, finding your plank position on the forearms. Inhale. And exhale. And then adjust the left forearm. So the left fingers are pointing to the right. Make your way into a side plank on the left forearm. The right hand is reaching up. Exhale, thread the right hand under. Keep the hips square. Inhale, lift. Just one more here. Exhale, thread it under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower the right forearm to the mat. You can always drop the knees. Same modification as we started the practice with. Open the chest to the left. Left fingers are reaching up. Exhale, thread the left arm under. Inhale, lift. Keep pressing the left hip bone to the back. Exhale, just twist the chest to the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower the left forearm to the mat, the right forearm to the mat, parallel to each other. Drop the knees to the mat, the top of the feet to the mat, and then make your way into your child's pose. You can bend the elbows, placing one hand on top of the other, forehead on top of the hands. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift the chest. We are going to make our way into a headstand, or the preparation for the headstand. So just know that you don't even need to lift the feet from the mat. If you are there, that's amazing. Just stay with it, practice it. So for the headstand, even though the name says headstand, we are not necessarily on the head completely. Actually, the most weight of the body is on the forearms. The head is just touching to the mat, and we are trying to really shift the weight on the upper body, the forearms, so strong core, shoulders, back, all working. And we are trying to shift this weight so the neck is protected. So in the headstands, we are going to lower the forearms to the mat, the fingers are interlaced, and the distance in between the elbows is pretty much as long as the length of one of your forearms. And you're creating this kind of basket with your arms. We are going to place the crown of the head on the mat. So not the forehead, just the crown of the head. And one thing to think about is pressing the forearms, the elbows down, keeping the shoulders away from the ears, so don't collapse here. So keeping the neck long. And we are just going to go there as a first step. Then you are going to tuck the toes under, lifting the knees. And then already here, see if you can press the forearms to the mat more. So the crown of the head is just touching to the mat. You can stay here, you can get in and out of this position a few times. Or you can start walking the feet even closer towards the elbows. Keep the space in between the shoulder blades. You can stay here. Keep pressing the elbows down. The higher the hips are, the easier it's going to be to lift the legs. Then maybe pull one heel to the glute. You can switch. You can pull both of the heels to the glutes. And maybe this is enough. Or start extending the legs. If you have headstand in your practice, you can also make your way there with the legs extended. So in this case, you are walking the feet close to the elbows, still pressing the elbows, and then keeping the legs extended, lifting them from the mat. Wherever you are, hold. Breathe. Hide the lower ribs in. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. And then start lowering the feet to the mat. Drop the knees to the mat. And make your way into a child's pose of your choice. Stay with the breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then lift the chest, shoulders land on top of the hips. And just move the neck. Hopefully there's no pain there, but if there are any sensations, release the neck, relax it. And then come back through center. Give yourself one inhalation here. And and one exhalation. Lower the hands on the mat, lift the hips, cross the ankles under the glutes, and make your way into a seated position on the mat. Pull the left heel to the right glute, and then cross the right knee on top of the left knee. And if this doesn't look like that, if it's more like the variation of a twist that we tend to do, that's okay. You can place something under the right knee, but this is where we are going with this position, keeping the knees stacked on top of each other. Now maybe the heels are going to stay next to the hips. If you want to make it a bit more challenging for yourself, you're going to walk the feet forward. So the shins are a bit closer to parallel to the shorter edge of the mat. You can also sit on top of some kind of support and keeping the hips elevated here is going to be easier. And we are just going to stay here or bend from the hips. Maybe rest the chin on top of the right knee. Inhale. And exhale. Softening the hips, the glutes. Just for one more inhalation and one exhalation. And then as you inhale, lift the chest. If you walk the feet a bit further away from the hips, you can walk them in. And I will show you fun transition with the headstand from this position to exactly the same position on the other side. If this is not something you are going to do, you will just switch the legs so the right one will be underneath the left one. If you are with me, you can first observe, watch what I'm doing, and then give it a try. So once again, interlace the fingers, lower the forearms to the mat so the hips will lift immediately and the right knee is in front of the left knee. The crown of the head is on the mat. You will tuck the toes under, lift the knees, and then keeping the legs crossed, pull the heels to the glutes. This is definitely more challenging than the one that we started with. Again, if this is too much, you're just going to switch the legs. And if you're with me here, release the right leg and then cross the left knee in front of the right knee. Flex the feet. Lower the toes to the mat, the knees to the mat so the left knee is in front of the right knee. As you leave the chest and the crown of the head, hips drop to the mat. And we are on the other side, so this time the right knee is underneath the left knee. Again, you can walk the feet more forward. You can keep the hips elevated. Either stay here or lower the forearms to the mat. Again, maybe resting the chin on the knee. Stay with the breath. Try to find ease in this position. Softness, even if the body is fighting it. Try to relax the areas of tension. Inhale and exhale. And And then on your next in-breath, lift the upper body. You can walk the feet a bit closer to the glutes and then simply release one foot at a time in front of you. Cross the ankles in front of you. Inhale, extend the arms above the head. Exhale, lower the left forearm to the mat as the right arm is reaching above the head. Keep lifting the right side of the chest to the ceiling. And then inhale, lift, right hand behind you, left hand on the outside of the right knee. Pull the right shoulder blade to the spine. Inhale, come back through center. Extend the arms above the head. Exhale. Lower the right hand, maybe right forearm to the mat as you elongate the left side of the body. And make sure that the left butt cheek is on the mat, so both of the sit bones grounded. Inhale, lift, and then exhale, lower the left hand behind you, twist the chest to the left, find your twist. Again, the crown of the head is reaching up. Inhale. Exhale, come back through center, close the eyes. Come back to easy breath. But maybe a bit slower. With the inhalation, roll the shoulders up to the ears and then to the back and down. And again, up to the back and down. Up to the back and down. Inhale. And exhale. Keep the spine long, shoulders away from the ears. Watch the breath. And now place the hands on the heart. Feel the heartbeat. And thank yourself for this practice. Thank you. Namaste. If you like this class, leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. And thank you for being here.